So we had a video that came out of Winston-Salem College as a HBCU, and a black student was actually arrested in class. And I want you to see what happened. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Really bad, bro. Please get off of me.
And she's still standing there letting this happen.
Exactly. I hate you.
It already escalated. She must have come out and hit him.
I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You can get me taken out of handcuffs because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You're trying to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher.
Is somebody recording this? Oh, everybody is. I hope you're recording everybody because that's ridiculous. Yes, that really is. For letting this shit happen. She sit here and say she loves black people and stuff, but you let this happen to her? Come on now. No, you yelled at her first. You yelled at her first, but you don't her to apologize. It doesn't make any sense.
You hear everybody in the class say, I have look at my grades, my GPA, I graduated by 8 points. I'm not no dumb bitch. I'm not stupid, Dr. V. The whole class.
I'm so mad.
And I am better than Carrie, bitch. What the hell?
So basically, we had a group project assigned as a final, which is probably the dumbest thing, but I'm not here to critique her on her learning. We had a group final. We had to write a paper, and we had to also make up a skit for our group to present. It was 7 of us. I did most of writing the skit just because I wanted to. It was easy and it was fun for me. Well, I thought it was easy. I did the essay as well. She got back to me late, 6 hours before we had to present, actually, saying that my essay was completely wrong and I should revise it, all this shit. And I'm just like, I'm not going back and redoing this essay. That took me 2 weeks and you told me 6 hours before. I'm not redoing it. And I think I'm pretty okay for that. Ew, my camera is dirty. I think that wasn't a bad idea of not redoing it. I didn't feel any type of way, and I still came to the final to present with my group because that was what we were supposed to do. I did not say anything when I did come into the class because, like I said, I was already frustrated at the fact that she told me my whole essay was wrong. So I come into class and didn't say anything to her. She's talking. She's assigned us to our groups, and we're going to talk about what we're doing for the project before we actually have to do it. So I'm talking to my group members and come present it. So we talked about that, and she was like, well, it is wrong and you should redo it because it's going to greatly impact your grade. Once again, said I did not care about that because I'm only here to present with my group so that my group does not get a 0 on this. Well, I got hella views. Well, look at my story. So, boom, she starts getting loud. She starts yelling at me, telling me this is her class, so it doesn't matter what I think. I'm getting loud back. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I got loud back. I was raising my voice too. I'm like, Dr. V, like, you're yelling at me. I'm not going to redo it. I'm here to present with my group. Like, I'm here to get this done and get out. And she's like, you need to get out. Like, I want you to leave. And I'm like, leave? No, like, I'm here for my group project. Turn the comments off. How do I do that? No, is she told me to get out of the classroom, and I literally refused. I was like, I'm not going to leave. This is our final exam. And I didn't do anything wrong other than responding to what you said to me because I did not say anything to her. She's telling me to get out of the class. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. She's upset at this point. She leaves and she's talking to another teacher in the hallway. At that point, I guess is when they decided to call the police, campus police. Campus police comes, and it is a black officer at first. I'm not usually one to mention race, but I think it is a little bit necessary in this instance because I do go to a historically black college, and for this to happen to me and it be so provoked by people who are not of black descent, it hurts. So I feel like I do have to mention that. The black officer comes in. He asks me what's going on. I tell him everything. The class is telling him everything. As I'm telling my story, my professor comes back in. Yes, officer, I want her taken out. I'm like, whoa. He's like, whoa. I'm talking to her. I'm listening to her. So wait. We're talking. Another officer comes in, and he is a white officer. He comes in and he's like, okay, so your options are you're gonna get out of the class. Or I'm gonna have to take you out. I'm like, what? Like, take me out? Take me out how? So yeah, like they said, it is important because the black officer, he's a very well-known officer on our campus. He's never given anybody any problems. He's actually pretty cool, and he was doing his best to not arrest me. He was trying to have a conversation, and the white officer came in and was like, yeah, you're either gonna get out or I'm gonna have to get you out. And I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm like, Dr. V, you're gonna let them arrest me? And she's like, yes, Dr. V, Dr. Villagomez, Cynthia Villagomez. Yes, say that name in here so y'all know who we're emailing about because I'm sending emails, my class is sending emails, friends are sending email, send an email. If not, that's okay too. I'm not pressuring you. So the white officer comes in, he says that, I said that to Dr. V, and she's like, wait, hold on. She's trying to fix herself. She's like, okay, either apologize or you need to leave. I said apologize. Now, the old me, I'm sure I would have apologized, but at that moment I knew that I was not the one in the wrong. I didn't start the situation, I didn't escalate the situation. I knew I was not wrong. So I'm just like, okay, apologize for what? Apologize because you yelled at me and you dropped the F-bomb? Yes, I did drop the F-bomb and told you I'm not fucking stupid. That's what I told you. So I'm sorry the F-bomb hurt your feelings. So sorry, baby. We're grown. If that was worth an arrest, let me know. Let me know. According to my mom, it wasn't. But continuing, I said, Dr. B, are you going to apologize to me? I came in, I sat with my group, I didn't say anything to you. You decided to start yelling at me as soon as the fire alarm went off about my essay. So she was like, no, I'm not going to apologize. I'm like, what? So then I'm like, wait, well, tell me what I'm apologizing for. Tell me what I'm apologizing for. At that moment, I'm talking to the black officer. I'm talking to my professor. The white officer is like, yeah, go ahead and take her. You have to go get her. To the black officer. So the black officer is like, okay, turn around. I'm about to put these handcuffs on you.
Now, recently, the conversation was about Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State for Colorado, and a lot of people had something to say. And I recently saw the Breakfast Club interview with Dr. Umar Johnson. He had a lot to say about Deion Sanders. But this is the thing. Why is that particular teacher at Winston-Salem? They couldn't find any black professors. Matter of fact, that's what I would say, because Umar had a lot of conversation about Deion. Why don't, Dr. Umar Johnson go and teach that class? Because he has all the qualifications to teach. Why don't he go teach that class and help, these black kids? I mean, because we put all this thing on Deion Sanders, which he's nothing but a coach. He's not an educator. And people like, Umar and many others that got doctor in front of their name, why don't we be reaching out to them and saying, go help and teach at these HBCUs? You understand what I'm saying? Why are they hiring people outside the community to teach these classes, and then they bring who they are to these classes? Now, this shouldn't happen. Now, you heard the young sister say that when the black police officer showed up, he was just trying to find out what's going on. But it was interesting that the white cop shows up, and all of a sudden now the sister is getting handcuffs put on her. So even in the situation, the white cop is running everything within that HBCU. It's supposed to be HBCU. You're not supposed to be seeing no white cop nowhere. Say, no, we need black police officers. Matter of fact, you hire your own campus police, your own police there. And they need to be all black police officers. Because, see, as you heard, he was basically talking, handling the situation. You understand what I'm saying? And then this teacher saying, oh, all you got to do is apologize. For what? Now, one thing I did like the young sister said, she wasn't on this, I forgive you, and I'm going to pray for you. That sister said, I hate you. See, these younger people today is not on that, I'm going to forgive. And I love that about them. I love it. That's the only way we can progress as a community, is when we have an enemy, you identify that enemy and you do not have no forgiveness for no enemy. Forget that, because white supremacy can't stand us, and they have no love for us. And that's the only way you can meet fire with fire, is that way. All that turn the other cheek, that's supposed to be for your brother. They're supposed to be for your sister, not your enemy. That's what people don't realize. You're supposed to turn the other cheek and forgive your brother and your sister. Your enemies, you don't have to have no thoughts like that for them. But all this stuff was utterly ridiculous. This should not have happened, especially at an HBCU. But that's what I suggest. I suggest that y'all reach out to Dr. Umar Johnson and ask him to go start teaching that class over there. I mean, since he has the credentials and he talked about Deion Sanders and what he should be doing, I think Umar should go over there and teach that class. That way, the black children won't be dealing with that issue and problem. I'm just saying, you never know. Maybe the college would even extend him some money to help open up the school he's trying to open up, right? I'm just saying, maybe I can reach out to him and say that, because I'm the type of person, when you're so loud like that, then okay, well, why aren't you stepping up then? You're so loud about a coach, man, go help these HBCUs since you have all the qualifications. But y'all let me know what y'all think about, this young sister here. And I hate she went through that. She should never have been through that, especially HBCU. This is why a lot of kids, just like I say, this administration at some of these HBCUs is ridiculous. We could find, teachers within our community. I don't care if you had to bring a teacher from the Caribbean, the continent of Africa, wherever, at least somebody within the community to fill those positions.